Well, thanks for joining us. There may be new life for the old Nueces County Courthouse.
In the past year, a couple of deals to sell it have actually fallen apart. In May of last year, the county agreed to sell the building to a developer that planned to transform it into a boutique hotel. But that deal was terminated just 3 months later when that developer failed to pay more than $1.5 million in property back taxes. Now, in March of this year, county commissioners rejected a bid from the Ed Rochelle Foundation to buy the building and demolish it. Around the same time, the Texas Historical Commission offered to conduct a new study on preserving and restoring the old courthouse.
Now today, Nueces County Commissioners heard the results of that study. And Chris 6 News reporter Nikila Pradier live at the old courthouse tonight with an update on that. And Nikila, this plan also involves turning the building and again into a high-end hotel.
And it's a pretty thorough plan, Lee. It not only gives an estimate for how much a project of that nature would cost, which is $68 million, but it also lays out a detailed budget, floor plans even, and recommendations for the county to get this deal done. And commissioners are confident that this study is the first step in doing just that. Although one plan to renovate the old county courthouse fell through, the Texas Historical Commission believes another one can work. It's outlined in a detailed study that explains why redevelopment is financially feasible.
We've always looked at it from an RFP. We want to sell this side with only one parameter, a price. Now, for the first time, we can approach a developer, and we've almost done the vetting for them.
The proposal is for a boutique hotel with 173 guest rooms, along with meeting and event space and other amenities like a restaurant and bar. Even with a $68 million price tag, Nueces County Judge Barbara Canales says the available federal and state tax incentives will attract potential developers.
50% of the cost estimate would be deferred by tax incentives. So really the overall cost is approximately $29 million, which is an outstanding ratio.
The study also accounts for $4 million in additional incentives from the city. That was the amount approved last year during negotiations with the prior developer. And because of the city's focus on downtown revitalization, the commission believes the timing is right for this kind of project.
We can either sit here for 7 years and wait to tear it down and save some money to tear it down, or do something and be proactive. And I think that's what we're doing. So I'm looking forward to us moving forward.
And the 7 years that Commissioner Carolyn Vaughn just mentioned referred to an agreement with the Texas Historical Commission. In exchange for grant funds, the county cannot tear down this building until 2027. And that's a big reason why commissioners are pushing for redevelopment instead. Lee?
All right, thank you, ma'am. Now, one of the recommendations from the study was an updated structural assessment of the old courthouse. Now, the county already has a federal grant to pay for that, and Canales hopes to complete it by the end of this year.